Californians vote in favor of the gas tax. See how students are dealing with increasing gas prices.
And hundreds of flowers handpicked by Cal Poly students will welcome the new year in Pasadena.
And later, Cal Poly students use comedy to talk about gender-based violence.
Broadcasting from Swanson Studios, you're watching Mustang News.
Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Mustang News. I'm Stephanie Garibay.
And I'm Cassie McIntyre. We've had a lot of stories this quarter, so before we all head off to winter break, we're going to showcase the best stories of fall quarter.
In November, Californians voted in favor of keeping the California gas tax. Reporter Caitlin Hoyer asked students how they are dealing with the rising gas prices.
If you're from California, you may be used to high gas prices, but lately gas has been even higher, specifically on the Central Coast. Locally, gas has been reaching almost $4 a gallon. The price increase has both residents and students wincing at the increasing dollar amount at the pumps.
It's a lot to fill as a college student. Definitely in California, it's higher than everywhere else. Honestly, SLO is more expensive than it is at home. I'm from Orange County, so it's even higher than there.
The prices have been increasing due to a rising gas tax. In 2017, a law was approved allowing a tax increase to help California fund repairs on roads and public transportation. On November's ballot, Californians voted on keeping or repealing the gas tax. Opponents of the gas tax claim that the tax is unnecessary. California ultimately kept the gas tax. In light of the rising gas prices, residents and students can save money by using alternative modes of transportation.
Since we live in SLO and everything's a mile away, I'll ride my bike pretty much everywhere, unless I'm late or my legs are tired. But it's definitely always a plus when I can ride my bike. I'm like, oh, I could save this little amount of gas, and I only fill up once every 3 weeks because of it. You get endorphins for free instead of getting frustrated because you can't find parking and you gotta put $40 in your tank.
Caitlin Hoyer, Mustang News.
Cal Poly students have been working all year on a float made entirely of flowers. The float will finally debut on New Year's Day. Hundreds of flowers bloom on campus to be part of a 71-year-old tradition. These flowers are the key ingredients to the 2019 Rose Bowl float submission from Cal Poly SLO and Pomona.
Our 2019 float is Far Out Frequencies, and it highlights two astronauts that are named Sally and Morgan going to a distant alien planet.
After the parade ends, design for the next float starts right away. The Rose Bowl team is made up of 60 students from different majors.
I know people who are biology majors, physics, math, working on the design elements because they found something that wasn't strictly their major, but they can use elements of what they've learned over time here at Cal Poly Rose.
The team takes their designs to Cal Poly Pomona, and they work on the float from there each weekend until parade day. Every decoration on the float must be organic. The whole process takes 4 stages from start to finish.
We have 3 different teams. It's design, deco, and construction. Design primarily shapes and welds the floats and works on things that are more sitting on the float.
Cal Poly is the only student-run float in the parade. Alumni support the team, but the work is all done by students.
We'll come out here at 8 a.m. and work on planting the flowers. These were all planted by people on the leadership team.
The team will see their work in action in Pasadena on New Year's Day. Cassie McIntyre, Mustang News.
Thousands of butterflies have filled the eucalyptus trees at Pismo State Beach Monarch Butterfly Grove.
Every year when it starts getting cold, the Pismo Beach Butterfly Grove begins to fill with monarch butterflies for their annual migration south. Jan Ullerholm, a state park docent at the Pismo Beach Monarch Grove, explains why Pismo Beach is an ideal stop for monarch butterflies.
The fun thing about these trees is that they have a big canopy, and this canopy acts as both an umbrella and an overcoat for the butterflies to help protect them from the elements.
While there are many places to see the butterflies, the Monarch Grove in Pismo Beach is the largest location on the West Coast.
One of the places in the world that has the most visitors learning about monarch butterflies. Last year we had about 100,000 people that came to this park to learn about monarch butterflies.
The monarchs start arriving in late October and spend the winter there until they leave in February.
It's not a way station. They're not on their way to Mexico or anyplace else. Along the coast of California, there might be 200 of these different sites where monarch butterflies can overwinter.
The grove is located on the west side of Highway 1, just south of the North Beach Campground in Pismo Beach. Kylie Zalezzi, Mustang News.
And now over to